about the real Frenchy two-step. Everybody wants to do this most fancy new step. It's a funny bear, Paris on a tear. Well, I do declare it is classic. Gabby brought the dance and it's got us all a-going. Since she came, no other 12 has had any showing. It's a music treat for your dancing feet. It is flashy but neat. Just a twist and a bend that you hope will not end. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. It's just a real Parisian slide. Prance along as though you were upon the boulevard. Dance it here and dance it there and keep on dancing hard. Start into the side, do the Paris ride. Swing up here, then wide. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. Don't lag or let your feelings hide. Do the side step flip and then go back the other way. Do the forward dip and see how you begin to sway. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. We are going crazy about this new dance bewitching. We can't stop our feet at all, they feel such an itching. You are in the air, floating here and there. Not a single care comes of stealing. Talk about your other right while they aren't in it. You feel all the joys of life in one single minute. For you travel so with a lot of gold. Can you stop? I guess no. It's a big joyful dip. It's a heavenly trip. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. It's just a real Parisian slide. Prance along as though you were upon the boulevard. Dance it here and dance it there and keep on dancing.
Okay, well, that's the tent setup, and the stove in there as well. Doing a bit of hot tenting for my first solo. It's not too cold today. I've got a thermal layer on under here, got some lined trousers and then just a shirt, and that's plenty warm enough at the moment. I even had to get rid of my scarf. It's far too warm. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to do any talking in this video. Some people from Reddit, some friends of mine, would probably like to see this. It's also just a good idea for me, so I can watch back and learn as I go. But you've probably seen some things in the video, and probably thinking what's going on there. And I think I'm going to have to then say a few things about wild camping in Austria, because I'm here in the Austrian Alps, in a place called Vorarlberg, which is on the border with Switzerland and also the border with Germany. And here in Austria and in Vorarlberg particularly, you're not really allowed to wild camp. You can camp anywhere with a bivy bag. Fires are pretty much forbidden. And yeah, you can only wild camp somewhere if you have permission of the landowner to do it. So yeah, I know a woman, she owns a lot of forest up here on the mountain. And I asked her, she said yes, but then the forester who looks after the area of woodland that she has, he said absolutely no fires at all, not even anything with gas for cooking. But on the edge of her woodland, she has a little hut, and she said I could use the area in front of that, which is not really wild camping. I mean, the hut is here, I'm not going to use it. I don't actually have a key for getting inside here. But in many ways it's almost like one of those campsites that you have by lakes, in parks in Sweden, in Canada and America, and so where there's a fire pit already made, there's a cleared area. I've got a big pile of wood at the back which I'm allowed to use. I might still have a bit of a look around, see if there's any small dead standing that the forester wouldn't be interested in. But I don't have to. There's some wood here and she's more than happy for me to use the wood pile. There's also a little what's it called? I only know the word in German. It's a little fresh mountain stream, well, a spring that's coming up through a tap. So yeah, wild camping could be wilder, but at the same time, legally, there's not much more that you can do here in Austria. Yeah, I've got some beer, I've got a steak, and my wife cooked a couple of bread rolls, and I've got those with me as well. So yeah, gonna finish unpacking, then I'm gonna have a mooch around, take you with me, and then have a look at getting the fire started, some coals on, and get the steak cooked. So let's get everything else unpacked.
Everybody's raving about the real Frenchy two-step. Everybody wants to do this most fancy new step. It's a funny bear, Paris on a tear. Well, I do declare it is classy. Gabby brought the dance and it's got us all a-going. Since she came, no other twirl has had any showing. It's a music treat for your dancing feet. It is flashy but neat. Just a twist and a bend that you hope will not end. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. It's just a real Parisian slide. Prance along as though you were upon the boulevard. Dance it here and dance it there and keep on dancing hard. Start into the side, do the Paris ride. Swing up here, then wide. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. Don't lag or let your feelings hide. Do the side step flip and then go back the other way. Do the forward dip and see how you begin to sway. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. We are going crazy about this new dance bewitching. We can't stop our feet at all, they feel such an itching. You are in the air, floating here and there. Not a single care comes of stealing. Talk about your other act, why they aren't in it. You feel all the joys of life in one single minute. For you travel so, with a lot of gold. Can you stop? I guess no. It's a big joyful dip. It's a heavenly trip. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. It's just a real Parisian slide. Prance along as though you were upon the boulevard. Dance it here and dance it there and keep on dancing hard. Start into the side, do the Paris ride. Swing up here, then wide. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide. Don't lag or let your feelings hide. Do the side step flip and then go back the other way. Do the forward dip and see how you begin to sway. Oh, oh, that Gabby, Gabby glide.
I don't know how much of the audio has come out. There probably would have been a lot of music over some of the video if it didn't come out, along with maybe some voiceover. I don't know, I'll have to see. But yeah, the fire's going now. I'm gonna have a pipe and a beer while I wait for this to get ready for cooking my steak. Yeah, looking forward to it now. A nice dark beer. One of the things I used to miss about living in the UK was a nice pint of bitter, and then I found out that there was this dunkles beer, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So keeping it nice and simple, got a nice steak, my favourite cut of ribeye, salt, bit of pepper, lovely. Okay, so steak's done, with a little bit more cooked than I usually have it. I like it nice and rare, but it's a very thin one, but it's still juicy, unbelievably juicy. So nice. So just got the fire going up again, and yeah, cook off the grill. Sitting here enjoying the steak, enjoying a beer, enjoying the quiet, and yeah, just watching the sky get darker. Okay, so you guys can't really see me very well, but yeah, finished my dinner. Got my pipe going. Got a little hip flask with a little bit of rum. Plantation, or the plantation, however you want to call it. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy this night. It's starting to get a little bit chilly now. Okay, so now I'm in the tent with the stove going nicely. I had it warming up while I was getting everything else ready. Oops. It's coming up to 8 o'clock now. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit in here with the stove going, have a bit of a read, and yeah, bug. There's an earwig. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, just gonna have a read. It's actually far too hot to even think about getting into my sleeping bag at the moment. So yeah, gonna have to make sure I regulate this heat nicely. Well, good morning everyone. It's 8:30 now. Slept quite well. The fire went out as I was falling asleep. Wasn't any hardwood in there to really get some good coals going, but it stayed warm for a wee while. But then I woke up at 3 o'clock, absolutely freezing cold. Put on some more layers. My sleep mat, the R rating's really quite low, so I felt a lot of cold coming up from the ground, more than anything else actually. Sleeping bag did really well. It was more just the cold from the ground. I wanted to pick up some isolation sheets that you put under wooden flooring. But I didn't have time to do that, but I think I'm definitely going to have to do that for winter. That's going to make a huge difference. So yeah, my family's coming up the mountain. We're going to go for a bit of a walk later on. So I'm just going to get the twig fire going, get the twig stove going, get some water on for my breakfast, coffee and porridge. And yeah, well, thanks very much. I'm going to end the video here. Please give feedback. I'd love that. And I'd appreciate, yeah, any hints and tips people can give me. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Everybody's raving about the real Frenchy two-step. Everybody wants to do this most fancy new step. It's a funny bear, carrots on a tear. Well, I do declare it is classy. Gabby brought the dance and it's got us all a-going. Since she came, no other twirl has had any showing. It's a music treat for your dancing feet. It is flashy but neat.